Hey everyone, Scott with Heritage Farms. Well, it's Friday afternoon after work. Man, it's been a crazy week. I've been traveling all week. Got down here to the farm though. It's Friday afternoon and we have a busy weekend coming up. So my wife had a girls trip this weekend, so it's just me and the dogs. There's Timber Cat. She's ready to go, man. She doesn't like this being confined. So what are we working on? Well, I'm gonna walk over here and tell you the story, but before we get on that, if you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and if you're new, please subscribe. It really helps our algorithm, and honestly, there's no reason to do this if the channel's not growing and everything else. It requires a lot of work, a lot of effort to go into making videos, posting videos every single week, edit them. So that's all that I ask, man. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down if you don't like the content. I'm fine with that either way. Leave us a comment. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. But let me show you what's on deck. Well, we are working on the New Holland 5060 and we just hooked up the, hold on one second. Get the camera turned around here. So we just hooked up the spreader. So it's a 3-point PTO driven fertilizer / seed spreader. It'll hold about 100 pounds of seeds. So we greased it, we got it connected. This thing is old. It's been used a ton, it's been beat up, but hey man, it just keeps on ticking. So we hooked that up, and the plan tomorrow morning, oh, the other thing I did, put the pallet forks on, took the hay forks off. And if you've never done one of these, this is what's called a quick connect setup, and it's really pretty simple. You got 2 levers, one on each side. You pull up, the pin at the bottom comes up, and basically you can remove it and you can get it back on. So there you go. So that is what we are dealing with right there. So we got the pallet forks on there. Why did we do that? Well, walk with me and I'll show you. So right here we have a pallet of Marshall ryegrass, Oregon grown. So it's just an annual ryegrass that we're going to put out in a couple of pastures, put it out to the tune of about I don't know, 12 or 14 pounds per acre. And we're going to broadcast this out. You have to basically just overseed it. You don't have to do a lot to it. We got rain coming on Sunday. So I'm probably going to drive or drag a harrow across the ground and overseed on top of the harrow. And that should create little grooves in the ground where the seed can actually fall and make contact with the ground. It's worked well in the past, so we're gonna do it again. So what you're looking at right there, it's not cheap, man. That stuff's like, I don't know, anywhere from $35 to $40 a bag, depending on where you pick it up. And you can throw $1,000 at something pretty fast. So that's the plan. So we're gonna come in here with the pallet forks. We're gonna pick up this pallet. In the morning, I'll go out to the pasture that I want to actually put this out in. We'll connect to the harrow, and we'll start slinging seed first thing in the morning. So that's the plan. You can kind of see it's an overcast, kind of cloudy day. It feels like a winter day, but it's really not cold. I don't know, it's probably 68 degrees, so it's a little misleading on what this thing looks like. You can see there's a few pecans left on the trees. We'll do hopefully we'll get a chance tomorrow to come by. We'll take the power blower, blow off the circles at the base of the trees, see if we can pick up a few more pecans. But I think this harvest season is coming to an end. And let me tell you what, it's been a lot of work over like a 5 or 6 week period, but we're making progress. I'm just glad we got some pecans. All right, guys, more to follow. Good morning, Heritage Farms. Well, it's about 7:30, I'm guessing. So I've got the harrow hooked up. You can kind of see behind me what the harrow does. It puts 5 grooves in the ground. It really just helps to bust up some of the cow patties and things of that nature. Really just helps to clean things up a little bit. And so what we're going to do, we're going to put out some ryegrass. We've got the distributor on here. On the front, I put a pallet, and the reason I do that is I can take the pallet, set it down close to my work area. That way, when I come back, I can easily pick up seed when I need it. We'll put about 2 bags at a time in the hopper. So that seems to work relatively well. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go out here and do a little harrow work, spread a little seed. We got 2 pastures to do today, so a total of about 50 acres. So we'll see if we get this pulled off or not. Hopefully we can without any issues. More to follow. Okay, man, sunrise is up. We are making progress. So we've got this thing going now. And you can see we're dragging this harrow. And I apologize for the condensation on the window. It's still early. But a couple of reasons we do that. The ground is wet this morning. There was a heavy dew this morning, which is great because the seed is sticking to the grass and to the ground. We come in here though, and the harrow is made with railroad spikes, so it actually puts little grooves in the soil, and you can see it helps from a couple of reasons. Number one, you can see where you've been and where you need to go, and then at the same time, it actually provides little grooves for the seeds to fall in and make great contact with the soil. It almost gives the appearance of a no-till drill when it's done. So we're supposed to get rain tomorrow and Monday, maybe. Maybe is the key word there. There's a chance of it. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. I'll give you an update as the day goes on. More to follow. Thought I'd give you an update. We're almost done with this 25 acres on the back of our Telephone One property. Man, let me tell you what, I've been going since 7:30 this morning, and it is now 12:30. So we are 5 hours into rough tractor time. Apologize for the shakiness, but man, we are putting out basically 30 pounds per acre of ryegrass. And man, this is rough sledding back in here. This whole pasture right here used to be cedar trees, if you believe it or not, 30 or 40 years ago, probably closer to 40 years. And they came in with the bulldozer and they took all the cedar trees out. Oh man, but let me tell you what, they didn't fill in a lot of the holes where the root balls were. And it is just rough. It's rough land. You add to it all the hog damage over the years, it's brutal. What really needs to be done is this pasture needs to be disked or tilled really hard and then leveled. And but hey, it's only time and money, right? And I tell you what, farms just don't generate that much money, so you just can never get everything done that you want to get done. But anyway, we're getting ryegrass out, and that's progress. The advantage of ryegrass is hopefully in the spring this thing will start to green up, or actually over the winter it will green up, and then early spring we can put the cows in here, and this will transition over until the warm season grasses, the bahia grass, kicks in. And it always seems to be that you run out of hay just about the time the ryegrass is really good, and then you just barely get into spring. So I'm hoping that's the case this year, that we'll have a great stand of ryegrass, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Okay, so we're finishing up the weekend. It's Sunday morning. So this is the Telephone 2 property, and this is where we put out the ryegrass yesterday. So today I'm coming in here and I'm putting in a electric wire, and the purpose of this is we're going to give cows access to this because we're moving hay around to the bare spots, so we want them to be adding to their carbon footprint. We want them to have access to the 2 pools. Plus, after the first of the year when they start calving, calves will be in here. But you can see we ran this electric fence all the way down to the corral. And the purpose of that is if we need to get the cows in the corral, we can easily lead them that way. It keeps them off the ryegrass, let the ryegrass get established, and then we can start breaking that up and do rotational grazing after the first of the year. All right, guys, it's been a productive weekend. As always, glory be to God. Leave us a comment, thumbs up. Love to hear from you.